Welcome back, future medicos. In this video, I'm going to talk about the candidates shortlisted for the screening process at AFMC Pune, that is Armed Forces Medical College, Pune. So we are going to look at which candidates are shortlisted and what is the qualifying marks this year for AFMC Pune. So right now I am at the AFMC website. So this is the list you can see here, or this is the document that is released by AFMC Pune. Let's quickly go through what is this. So you can see here the list of shortlisted candidates for screening process is enlisted here. And then these candidates should report to OIC admissions cell, Dhanvantri Auditorium, gate number 5, AFMC Pune, as per the schedule. So the schedule is also given. No separate call letters will be sent to the candidates. So anybody who is shortlisted should treat this as an invitation for the second stage process. So probably you all know that AFMC shortlists the candidates first based on the NEET score, and then there will be a second stage process like aptitude test, interview, and so on at the college itself. So this is for the second stage. So the first stage, how they have selected anybody who have applied to the Medical Counseling Committee, MCC counseling round 1, and they have indicated that they are interested in AFMC Pune. And if they have a certain mark above a certain qualifying score, then they are all will be listed. Now let's see what is the qualifying marks. The shortlisted candidates are required to confirm their attendance for the screening process by 4th November 2020 by sending an email titled Willingness to Attend AFMC MBBS Admission Screening 2020, mentioning your NEET UG roll number and NEET score to the email ID oicadmission@gmail.com. Okay, in fact, I think I have seen this notification very late. The deadline has already finished. So I hope whoever got selected have already intimated the AFMC. So I hope you all have seen, not like me, I'm seeing it very late. I don't know how did I miss, but anyway, the following precautions will be taken. Only one parent or guardian will be permitted. All are required to wear appropriate face masks. All are required to register with the Arogya Setu app. All are required to submit self-declaration form, okay, which is, they say, enclosed as per Appendix A. Okay. Screening process. Probably this I have discussed in very detail in some other video. So if you are interested, you can go and see that. The screening process is like that. First, there will be an identification and verification of documents. Then there is a test called Test of English Language Comprehension, Logic and Reasoning, TOELR, which is, I think, is for 80 marks, right? And then psychological assessment test, and then interview by the board of officers. So interview is worth 50 marks. So what happens is there will be a 720 score for NEET, then 180 for 80 marks for TOELR. So 720 plus 80, 800, which will be divided by 4. That will be converted to 200. And then 50 marks is the interview. So totally 250 marks is what you will be evaluated. And whoever scores better out of 250 will be given the seat. So NEET has a very high weightage and interview has a very high weightage. TOELR is only 20 marks. If you look at out of 250, it's only have a weightage of 20 marks. Right. So let's see below. Then once the interview is over, medical examination and medical board, that is medical examination, will happen and you should be fit enough to be selected. Reporting time is 7:30 a.m. So every day the screening process will start at 7:30 a.m. So you should report at 7:30 a.m. First, you will undergo documents verification, and then TOELR, PAT, and interview will happen on the same day of reporting. and then the medical examination will happen on the subsequent day. So you need to spend 2 days at Pune. So be ready if you're going for the interview. So you need to stay there for 2 days. So you need to arrange your own accommodation. College will not arrange accommodation. So in case if somebody is unable to attend the date in which they are given selection, then you should request for change of screening date, but this will be accepted only in extreme circumstances. And the request for change of date of interview will be considered, will not be considered once the admission screening has commenced, that is after 5th November 2020. In fact, the screening process has already started this morning. So probably right now, exactly, I'm recording at 5th November around 7:20 a.m. The screening process starts at 7:30 a.m. on 5th November. Okay, so these are the documents you need to bring for screening, all original documents plus the self-attested true copies, your NEET admit card, result sheet, class 10 mark sheet, and then class 10 pass certificate in case the pass status is not mentioned in your mark sheet. Then class 12 mark sheet, and if necessary, class 12 pass certificate, TC, migration certificate, proof of date of birth, Aadhaar card, right? All these you need to produce, and you can go through. There are a lot of documents you need to produce. You can go through all of them. Then, okay, one more thing, please take note. Candidates are advised to get their earwax cleaned before reporting for the screening. So clean your earwax before going to the admission process. Now you can see here the cutoff marks or the qualifying marks for shortlisting. Now what is the qualifying marks? If you are a girl, the qualifying mark is 637. So only if you have scored 637 and above out of 720 in NEET, you can attend the screening process. And of course, you should have selected AFMC during the MCC registration process. Now, is this compared to the last year, 2019? In fact, the 2019 qualifying marks for girls was only 610 marks. So that's an increase of about 27 marks compared to last year. And then for boys this year, the qualifying marks is 618 compared to last year. Last year it was about 596. So it's an increase of about 22 marks for boys, and it's about 27 marks increase for girls. So if we try to use these as a measure for trying to estimate what could be the cutoff for all India quota seats, so probably that could be somewhere about 22 to 27 marks. The last year cutoff was 582. So if you add 22 to 27 marks, we are looking at about what, 604 to 609 marks. So probably that could be the cutoff, in fact, right? That's what earlier we have discussed also. So it may be around that range. Not in the first round, certainly in the second round, it might come down to that range of 604 to 609 marks. And you can see here the list of candidates who were shortlisted is here, who should report on 5th November at 7:30 a.m. So the list is given here. Boys, these are the boys that are shortlisted for the first day, that is today, they should be there. And the boys for the second list, this is 6th November, 7:30 a.m. So every day there is a different list. So look at your name and look at your roll number and then find out when you are supposed to report. And this is 7th November, 7:30 for the girls. Okay, this is for the girls. And as you can see, there are girls. And 8th November, 7:30 a.m., there are certain girls are shortlisted and there are certain boys are also shortlisted. So this is not actually by ranking. So don't worry. Don't think that this is based on ranking the candidates have been called. No, not necessarily. This is the ranking. And don't worry, even if you have slightly scored lesser in NEET marks, say for example, if you are around the qualifying mark, you might worry that, oh, there may be a candidate with 700 marks. I might have scored only around, say 650. No, there is a 50 marks. Now don't worry, when you divide the 50 marks by 4, it comes only to 12.5 marks is the difference. Now, if you do either the TOELR or the interview exceptionally well, certainly you can beat that guy. So there is a possibility. So don't need to worry about what is your qualifying marks, even if you have qualified at the bottom, okay, right at the bottom. Let's say you have qualified with say 620. I don't remember exactly what is it. Yeah, let's say 620 is your qualifying marks. Now, even then, you should not worry. Even if you have a candidate with 720 and you have got 620, the difference is 100 marks in NEET, but that works out to only 25 marks in the selection process. Now, if you do exceptionally well in the interview, maybe, who knows, you may beat that guy. So go with confidence. The most important thing for AFMC selection process or interview is being confident. If you are confident, certainly you can get a seat. So don't worry, go and attend it. This is the list for 9th November, 7:30 a.m. So, and this is the list for 10th November. So the admission process starts on 5th November and it goes on until 10th November. So that means about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 6 days of admission process. 6 days of interview is going to happen. So be ready. My best wishes to you. This is one of the most prestigious colleges in India. And I really congratulate those candidates who have been shortlisted. In fact, who have all included this in their list. Okay, forget about whether you are shortlisted, selected. Even if you have shown interest in this college, I really congratulate you. Thank you very much. I hope to see you in some other video. Anyone who attends this selection process, please share your experience in the comments below. It will be very, very helpful for the other candidates, maybe for the aspirants in the next year. So thank you very much. I will see you in some other video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.